welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. So in today's video I thought I would bring you guys along for my pre-exam night routine and morning routine. I've done a lot of videos on my channel recently about how to prepare for exams, how to prepare well in advance, tips and tricks for revision, but I thought that I would actually go into a little bit more detail on how I actually prepare for an exam within like the 12 to 24 hours before, because I'm going to try and talk about kind of how I not only revise but also de-stress the night before an exam. I haven't started my year 12 exams as of yet, but tomorrow I have a psychology test and it's quite a big one. It's like an end of module 1, so I'm calling it an exam because I'm treating it like one. But as you've noticed, I've just got home from college. Today is a Wednesday. I'm actually missing ballet to do this revision, so I am quite upset. As soon as I get home from college, I always have a nice drink, whether that is, I'm getting back into my iced coffee at the moment, but I've got a cup of tea today. So while I'm having my cup of tea and a snack, I will watch some YouTube. I find it really important just to chill out for a bit after college, and this clip is me seeing that Sammy had posted a new YouTube video, which I was so excited about. And also during this time I'll write myself a to-do list. Another thing that I think is really important is planning out the evening. I talk about it quite a lot, but I find that this just stops me procrastinating and gives me some sort of goal. It is now 6 o'clock. So what I did while I was watching this YouTube video, I'm watching Sammy's new YouTube video, is I wrote myself a to-do list of everything that I want to get done tonight. It is obviously slightly different layout to normal, so I'll go through it with you. I've tried to kind of combine active recall with practice questions, because that is what I try to do the night before. I try not to make any like notes or do any passive revision, just because that isn't really going to help you. I've got all of the topics that I want to do blurting on my whiteboard, general practice questions, and I've also put 2 things that I want to do essay plans on. Okay, there's 3 essay plans, take that back. So here is a very satisfying time lapse of me doing some blurting on one of my psychology topics. I find blurting so helpful. I've been using it all the time for psychology, and you literally just write down everything you can remember and then you fill in any gaps in your knowledge with a different colour pen. So as you can see, this topic was clearly one of my stronger ones. I promise you they do not all look like that, but there we go. I think I'm going to choose one other topic to blurt now, because it's 7 p.m. and realistically I don't want to work past like 9, half 9 tonight. I think getting a good night's sleep is so much more important than trying to cram loads of information into your brain. So the other blurting topic that I'm going to do now is hormones, because that is the other thing that I want to do an essay plan on. I have done the hormones blurting now, so the next thing I'm going to be moving on to doing is some practice paper questions. Yeah, I basically saved a load the other day, so I'm just going to go through them, answer as many as I can, mark them. I would have liked to have like already done a load of practice questions, but honestly with the amount of tests we've had recently, I literally have not had time. I honestly find practice questions and past papers the most essential and useful part of my revision. It is where I can really see what I need to practice in terms of exam technique, and for psychology I think this is super important. It's something I didn't really think that I would struggle with, but exam technique is massive. So doing the practice questions is what is going to help you move forward, even though they are uncomfortable and they are challenging and probably really boring. Night before an exam at around 8:30 p.m, I try and do some self-care. So this evening I decided to have one of those everything showers. Here are the products that I use. I absolutely love all of them, but let me know if you want a more in-depth skincare or hair care routine or anything like that. Having that me time before I go to bed is so important for me. I feel like I've developed a really good habit of doing this, really looking after myself, because this definitely helps me get a better sleep, and it just leads to me feeling a little bit less stressed. As you can see, I was up by 5:30 a.m. I had a couple of little revision bits that I wanted to get done, and I also find that doing Quizlets really helps in the morning. So the first thing I needed to do was edit an essay plan I didn't finish the night before. Next up, I went onto one of my favourite study apps, Quizlet, and I just decided to do a little bit of active recall. Hey everyone, so it is now the next morning, and today is the morning of my psychology test. And as you will have noticed, I got up pretty early. So whenever I have a test or an exam in the morning, I always try and get up a little bit earlier just so I can fit in some extra revision, me refresh my mind, especially on things that I'm not so sure on. But yeah, as I've gotten up early, I'm all ready, and it's only 7 a.m. so I have 45 minutes still until I need to leave. I'm now going to be going downstairs to get some breakfast. I know for a lot of people, eating on the morning of something that you're really nervous for is probably quite difficult. We try and get something down me, so I'm going to have a bagel. Yeah, make sure you have something to eat on the morning and something to drink as well. I'm going to make a cup of tea, and I'm going to refresh this water because it's from yesterday. I've just gotten changed. I'm just wearing black jeans and then this grey sweatshirt, which is from Primark. I don't know whether to straighten my hair or not because I feel like it looks kind of cute wavy, but these are the best thing ever. While I eat my breakfast, I always try and do some kind of like lightweight study. If I have chemistry or biology, and I used to do this quite a lot at GCSE with like science subjects as well, is I would watch a YouTube video. I blurted like an essay plan onto this whiteboard yesterday, and it could potentially come up in my test today, so I'm gonna write the essay in my laptop just because why not.